I'm Brian Cooklin. Over the past 3 decades, I've held leadership roles across 4 countries, serving as head teacher, principal, managing director, and now executive director at one of the world's leading premium education providers. My focus has always been clear: elevate educational standards through strategic leadership and meaningful engagement. One key tool in engagement throughout that journey has been public speaking. Here's how you can master public speaking in the education sector. In the first instance, it's really important to know your audience, know their expectations, and make sure that you are using language and understanding of their culture and situation. Initially, it's really important to speak from a strategic purpose, not just a position. So as leaders, we don't just deliver updates, we shape direction. Every time I speak, whether it's launching a new school, leading integration efforts, or engaging with international teams, I begin with why. What outcome are we driving? What impact are we aiming for? When your message is anchored in strategy, people listen because they understand the bigger picture. It's equally important to have credibility, and this is why knowing your audience and understanding their expectations is so significant. Secondly, it's important to bridge the global vision with local relevance. Having worked in the UK, Mexico, Hong Kong, India, Europe, and now working from our London base, I've learned that while our vision may be global, the message must resonate locally. It's important to share stories that reflect the culture and the needs of your audience. Tailored messaging makes ideas stick. As soon as you relate to the people in the audience with a story that reflects both your experience and echoes theirs, you will have much more impact for your ideas and perspectives. And it's making sure that those ideas and perspectives carry forward into action that's most important. Clarity and confidence win over complexity. In other words, keep the message simple, straightforward, and to the point. Education leaders often deal with nuanced, layered issues, but when speaking publicly, simplicity is really powerful. Structure your key points clearly. Use analogies, case studies, stories that underline the point. For example, when we introduced curriculum innovation in the Hong Kong school, we used simple metaphors to demystify the complex and pedagogical shifts, making it accessible for staff and parents alike. We ran regular workshops. We had students lead the workshops, explaining to their parents what exactly was happening in the classroom and how the teaching and learning progressed. We got rid of the jargon, the acronyms, the language that makes it a barrier for understanding. And once you get rid of that, then you can enlist the support of parents and the wider community to contribute to the understanding of the students and to take those particular developments much further. You need to engage as an educator and inspire as a leader. You don't just present to an audience, you connect. You need to ask questions and use examples that evoke emotion. Whether speaking to a room of teachers in India or parents in Mexico City, I treat every talk like a lesson. It needs energy, clarity, and relevance. In my teaching, I always ask the class, have I been clear? Have you understood? Does it need further explanation? And that is the main driver for me in any of my public speaking. Have I got the idea across? Am I giving useful advice? Am I pointing to a new development that's worth considering? It has relevance and practicality in your setting, in your school, in your environment. Because when we speak, we're not just informing, we're inspiring, and we're inspiring change. And the best way to do that is to give human examples of how it happened, how it worked, and the impact it had on people's lives. Those stories are inspiring to people, and they show people how this particular idea or development can make a difference. In conclusion, public speaking in an education setting isn't just about getting your message across, it's about moving your audience forward. Be purposeful, culturally aware, structured, and above all, engaged. When we speak with both clarity and conviction and a passion for your subject, we don't just represent our schools, we elevate them. Thank you, and keep using your voice to lead learning forward.